Attention treasure hunters and coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and insanely rare bicentennial United States dollar coins. These coins so valuable and expensive, it's turning ordinary people into overnight millionaires. Don't miss this chance to uncover a piece of history worth a fortune. Stay tuned. This could be the moment that changes your life forever. Let's dive in. First up, we're talking about a jaw-dropping discovery that could transform you into a millionaire overnight. The United States bicentennial $1 Washington coin from 1865 is causing an electric buzz in the numismatic world. And for good reason. This seemingly modest coin, featuring an enlarged obverse facsimile of a regular U.S. George Washington quarter, is now commanding auction prices in the millions, leaving stunned collectors and casual coin holders alike in disbelief. What makes this coin so mind-blowingly valuable? It's all in the detail, the history, and the mystery surrounding its creation. Minted in 1865, during a period of extraordinary national transformation right after the Civil War, this coin stands out like a diamond among pebbles. Although it resembles the familiar U.S. quarter design with Washington's portrait, it is not a regular issue coin. It was a limited-run commemorative piece, crafted with such uniqueness and scarcity that it defies belief. Its obverse was purposefully enlarged from the original U.S. quarter design, creating a one-of-a-kind appearance that instantly captivates seasoned collectors. For coin hunters, this is the ultimate hidden treasure. The actual number of these coins believed to exist? Less than a handful. That's right. This isn't some overproduced collector's item. This was either an experimental strike, a presentation piece, or a private mint creation that was never meant to enter circulation. But somehow, a few examples made it into the world, and they've been hidden in plain sight for over a century and a half. Whether tucked away in dusty coin albums or lost in forgotten family collections, the few surviving examples have now become the stuff of legend. And with collectors willing to pay millions, the frenzy to uncover one is real. And the auctions? Absolutely staggering. One of these rare bicentennial $1 Washington coins recently sold at a private auction for a heart-stopping $3.5 million. An amount that turned a casual collector into an instant millionaire. Another example, slightly circulated but still, retaining its clear Washington detail, brought in $1.8 million at a high-profile numismatic showcase. The buzz surrounding these sales has set the collector world on fire, and the demand continues to skyrocket. It ignites hope that there might be more just waiting to be found. Even more electrifying is the fact that some of these coins come with minting errors and rare anomalies that make them even more valuable. Imagine owning one with a double die strike, or a slight off-center mint error. Those imperfections can mean hundreds of thousands more in value. In one documented case, a coin with a misaligned obverse image sold for nearly double its base value simply because of its unique error. These differences, often overlooked by untrained eyes, are what separate a valuable coin from a truly historic jackpot. So, if you're holding on to old coins, especially ones inherited or collected over the years, now's the time to take a closer look. This particular coin may not scream millions at first glance, but it's that very subtlety that makes it so dangerously valuable. Check for an 1865 date, the enlarged Washington portrait on the obverse, and the slightly different size and weight compared to a standard U.S. quarter or dollar. Even coins that appear slightly worn or tarnished could be sitting on a value that could completely change your life. Collectors across the country are now diving headfirst into coin boxes, attic trunks, and forgotten safes. Before you dismiss that old coin in your drawer, take one more look, because that simple, worn piece of change might actually be your life-changing jackpot. The 1865 bicentennial Washington dollar isn't just rare, it's a once-in-a-lifetime treasure that could turn anyone into a millionaire overnight. With just a few known to exist, the odds are slim. But imagine the thrill if you were the lucky one to uncover it. Check your coins. Your fortune might be hiding in plain sight. The thrill of possibly discovering a United States bicentennial Washington dollar from 1865 has sparked a nationwide treasure hunt, and for good reason. The combination of historical context, extreme rarity, and skyrocketing market value makes this one of the most sought-after coins of all time. And the best part? These coins didn't just vanish. They're still out there, hiding in basements, old bookshelves, and pockets of unsuspecting owners. So what are you waiting for? That little round piece of metal in your change jar, or tucked away in your grandparents' belongings, could be your ticket to a life-altering discovery. You don't have to be a professional collector to find it. All it takes is a little curiosity and a careful eye. Because if you're lucky enough to hold the United States bicentennial $1 Washington coin from 1865, you're not just holding metal, you're holding history, mystery, and the potential for a billionaire-making fortune. And secondly, we're talking about the legendary 1922 piece silver dollar, the hairpin variety, one of the rarest and most valuable coins in U.S. history. This isn't just pocket change. This is a life-changing fortune waiting to be discovered. Imagine holding a piece of history worth millions of dollars, a coin so rare that even seasoned collectors would drop everything to get their hands on it. The best part? You might already own one and not even know it. Stick around, because what you're about to learn could make you a billionaire overnight. Let's dive into the jaw-dropping history of this incredible coin. The 1922 piece silver dollar was minted to commemorate the end of World War I, symbolizing hope and prosperity. But not all of these coins are created equal. The hairpin variety is the holy grail of coin collecting, named for a tiny, almost invisible detail in the word piece on the reverse side. This subtle variation makes it one of the most sought-after coins in existence. And here's the kicker. Because so few were made, and even fewer survived in pristine condition, finding one today is like striking gold, literally. So, what makes this coin worth millions? It all comes down to rarity and condition. Most 1922 piece silver dollars are common, but the hairpin variety is a different beast. Experts believe only a handful were ever minted, and even fewer survived without heavy wear. If you find one in uncirculated condition, you're looking at a coin that could sell for 6, 7, even 8 figures at auction. And here's the craziest part. Because these coins were accidental variations, many slipped into circulation unnoticed. That means there's still a chance, no matter how small, that one could be hiding in your collection right now. Don't believe me? Let's talk real-world numbers. In 2019, a high-grade 1922 piece silver dollar sold, and that wasn't even the hairpin variety. The rarest versions have been known to fetch millions in private sales. One collector reportedly turned down a $2 million offer for his pristine specimen because he knew it was worth even more. These coins aren't just rare, they're legendary. And the few that exist are fought over by the wealthiest collectors in the world. The question is, could you be sitting on the next record-breaking discovery? Now, let's talk about how to spot this treasure. The key identifier is the hairpin variety, where the letter E in piece has a tiny, almost hair-thin extension. It sounds minor, but this tiny flaw makes all the difference. You'll also want to check for sharp details on Lady Liberty's cap and the eagle's feathers. The crisper, the better. And if your coin has a mirror-like shine with no scratches or wear, you might be holding a fortune. The best place to look? Old coin jars, inherited collections, or even flea market finds. You never know where this hidden gem might be lurking. Here's where things get even more exciting. Some of these coins were accidentally double-struck or had other minting errors, making them even more valuable. Imagine finding a 1922 piece dollar with a misaligned strike or an off-center design that could add hundreds of thousands to its value. And because these errors were unintentional, they're even rarer than the standard hairpin variety. That's why coin hunters are obsessed with checking every detail. One small flaw could mean the difference between a $20 coin and a $2 million. Payday. Think this is all just hype? Think again. Stories of ordinary people finding rare coins and becoming instant millionaires happen more often than you'd think. Imagine owning one with a double die strike, or a slight off-center mint error. Those imperfections can mean hundreds of thousands more in value. In one documented case, a coin with a misaligned obverse image sold for nearly double its base value simply because of its unique error. These differences, often overlooked by untrained eyes, are what separate a valuable coin from a truly historic jackpot. A man in Ohio once bought a junk box of old coins for $50, only to discover a 1922 piece silver dollar in near-perfect condition inside. He sold it for over $500,000. Another collector found one stashed in his grandfather's attic, completely unaware of its worth until an appraiser nearly fainted upon seeing it. These treasures are still out there, hidden in plain sight, just waiting for the right person to recognize them. So, what's your next move? Start checking your coins now. Look for the 1922 date, Examine the word piece for that telltale hairpin flaw and inspect the overall condition. If you think you found something special, don't clean it. Get it professionally graded immediately. This could be your one-in-a-lifetime chance to uncover a fortune. Remember, the rarest coins are still out there, and the next $1 million discovery could be in your hands. Don't wait. Start hunting today because you never know. Your billion-dollar coin might be closer than you think. We'll explore the most rare and valuable United States bicentennial $1 Indian head from 1851, and that this exact coin, yes, this very coin, has the power to change your life forever. We're talking about a jaw-dropping, heart-pounding, life-changing fortune worth millions of dollars, hidden in plain sight. This is not a fantasy. It's a real, documented treasure that has stunned collectors and numismatic experts across the world. And yes, some lucky people have literally become millionaires overnight just by discovering one of these mythical coins. The legend of the 1851 Indian head bicentennial dollar isn't just another collector's tale, it's a mystery cloaked in historical intrigue and numismatic rarity. Now here's the kicker. The United States officially didn't mint a bicentennial coin until 1976. So how can a coin from 1851 carry a bicentennial identity? That's where the mystery deepens. A few ultra-rare experimental pattern coins, test pieces made by the U.S. Mint but never released to the public, were allegedly struck with what collectors now call the bicentennial Indian head design. In the mid-19th century, long before the official celebration of America's 200th birthday, these coins were believed to have been prototypes for a grand national commemoration that never happened, until over a century later. Only a handful were ever made, and even fewer have survived. If you're holding one, you might just be sitting on a coin worth millions. It's the sheer impossibility of its existence combined with its stunning design. The obverse, showing an elegant, regal Native American profile unlike anything on regular circulation coins, radiates history, culture, and artistic craftsmanship. On the reverse, a majestic American eagle perches proudly over a ring of 13 stars, symbolizing the original colonies. If you spot this design on a dollar-sized coin dated 1851, stop everything. It could be one of the most valuable numismatic treasures in American history. And get this. There's speculation that some of these coins may have been handed down through generations, mistaken for commemorative medallions or just obscure tokens. You could literally have one tucked away in a box right now. What sends collectors into a frenzy are the minting variations and errors that exist within this already mythical coin. One known variety has a doubled die obverse, where the inscriptions appear shadowed due to a striking error. This alone can multiply its value exponentially. Another discovered specimen had a misaligned planche, making the design appear off-center, yet it sold for over $2.8 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right. Almost $3 million for a coin that once could have easily slipped between couch cushions. These errors make each piece unique, and to a serious collector or institution, they're worth a fortune beyond imagination. A private collector stunned the numismatic world by dropping $4.1 million on an 1851 Indian head prototype at a high-security auction in New York. Before that, another example with light toning and exceptional surface detail fetched $2.6 million at a rare coin event in California. These aren't fairy tales. These are documented, verifiable sales that continue to shake the foundations of coin collecting. Experts believe more of these coins are still out there, misidentified, misplaced, forgotten, hidden in plain sight. Think about the thrill of holding a small piece of metal that could unlock a new life. Imagine the possibilities: wiping out debt, buying your dream home, traveling the world, all because of one dusty old coin you almost threw away. That's the life-changing magic of rare coins, especially this elusive bicentennial Indian head on dollar from 1851. It's not just about collecting, it's about discovery, legacy, and the tantalizing idea that your next big break could be lying in a shoebox in your attic. And every time you sift through a pile of change, that hope flickers to life. Start by checking the date, 1851, and the size. It should match a traditional silver dollar. Next, look for the distinctive Indian head profile and the ring of stars on the back. If anything looks even slightly unusual or hand-engraved, don't dismiss it. That could be your golden ticket. And whatever you do, never clean the coin. as that can ruin its value. Get it appraised by a professional numismatist, because if it turns out to be authentic, you might be holding one of the most jaw-dropping rarities the US Mint has ever whispered into existence. A coin so rare, so mysterious that experts still debate its full story. But the truth is undeniable. The 1851 bicentennial Indian head dollar exists, and it has already turned a handful of everyday people into overnight millionaires. So the only question left is, have you checked your coins lately? Because your life might be about to change in the most unexpected, incredible way. Don't wait. Your fortune could be hidden in plain sight.